now for the Peter Channel 3 o'clock news on this Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, July 14th, 2016. Good afternoon and evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins, and I have your 3 o'clock news on the top 3 at 3 on this Thursday afternoon is Cleveland, where Indiana Governor Mike Pence emerged Thursday as Donald Trump slightly renomate with allies at Pence and Trump, sending increasingly strong signals that Pence would join the GOP ticket, and Republican leaders said they had been told. Well, Hillary Clinton now tied with Donald Trump as polls find emails weighing in on Hillary Clinton now tied with Donald Trump. Columbus, Ohio, as Donald Trump seeks to unify a fractured GOP around his presidential candidacy, protest groups out. Well, Gavin said the Republican National Convention to raise their voices on the issues from the party's dominating agenda. As Britain's newly appointed diplomat to call for controversial, Boris Johnson will be responsible for navigating the island nation's interests around the world, including the long-standing special relationship with the United States. London. Theresa May wants Britain to stay in the European Union, but the government she unveiled on Thursday leaves little doubt that the Britain's new Prime Minister intends to fulfill voters' instructions to take it on in the 28-nation bloc. Paris, heavy as a head that weighs a pricey French haircut. For years, the cost of maintaining French sauce Holland's head jet black wisp gently combed back for the foreigner to be on the years, but it was so closely yet sick with this corridors. As the French president pours personal barber for $11,000 a month. Oh my! Scott L. Montgomery on University of Washington. It's not official that South China Sea does not belong to China. Officially, that is according to new rule in the body. Permanent Court of Arbitration under the United Nations Convention of Law on Sea. Saudi Morales enforcer called for more liberal Islam than the Dutch first began. Is John Kerry to meet Vladimir Putin to discuss new Syria plan? In Sabagana City, Philippines, suspect members of the Bible SAF militant group killed 3 Philippine soldiers, local officials said. Grabo, Venezuela. A Venezuelan parliamentarian has warned that one of the country's most brought up bridge tunnels is in danger of collapsing after several deadly incidents. Seoul. North Korea denounced the United States as a heinous violator of human rights. Caracas, Venezuela. There have been a 24% increase in the protests at Venezuela in the first half of 2016 when compared to last year, according to a new report. Seoul. There have been a months-long delay in the new North Korean ambassador to Germany and Berlin and may have rejected the new appointee, according to a new recent report. Havana. Cuba's Minister of the Economy has been removed and reassigned as the island country feels consequences from the economic crisis in Venezuela and its close ally. Istanbul, Turkey. UNESCO on Thursday placed location on sites in Libya and its list of world heritage sites in danger of blaming armed groups for inflicted damage. United for filling out the rings that has been concluded with Cathedral as horse-drawn carriage broadcasting to the surface man who shot by police last week. David Sampson, a former chairman of Port 40 in 2014, federal prosecutors investigating Mr. Sampson used the position of man himself and of his former law firm, Wolf and Sampson, when Baltimore police gave their closed on against Thursday in case against Lieutenant Brian Ross, the highest ranking officer charged, and then killed a 25-year-old Freddie Gray. The statements highlighted the painfully obvious strain. Train didn't need sub-signal and deadly Texas rap. Washington. A train failed to stop at this traffic zone before barreled in an oncoming train, and the Texas Panhandle last month, a permanent federal report said. Richmond, the Richmond, Virginia police chief called. The defacement of police memorial statue vandals were plain as cowardly. Lloyd Brennan, an IPO worth is $8.6 billion. And Illinois Health Insurance Corp with 49,000 policyholders in the state has become the latest casualty among a dwindling group of nonprofit alternative insurers set up by the Affordable Care Act. U.S. stocks rose to a 58% all-time high as speculation grew for loose global monetary policy wall. A better than forecast profit from J.P. Morgan and Chase and Company. Vandenberg, England. Textron's Airline Scorpion jet will be offered to Britain's Ministry of Defense for its upcoming Air Sports Defense Operational Training Program. Vandenberg, England. The eligible equipped South Korea's light armed helicopter with a Scorpion helmet mounted inside the display monocular system of the company announced Wednesday. Vandenberg, England. Dales debuted as new former ex-gun this week at the Vandenberg International Air Show in England. Ottawa, under a 30-year licensing agreement, Rheinmetall will supply armor trap, decoy, ammunition, carbon for final assembly in Canada for use of the Canadian Navy. Washington, Battelle has received a $170 million contract to modify and armor commercial trucks and SUVs for the U.S. Special Operations Command. Vienna, the Czech Republic has ordered 100 MIM IDTM miniature mine detectors from Shebel to company next Thursday. Alright, take a look at the stocks. The Dow. Up 137.37 today, 2,509.49. SP 500 up 11.58 at 2,164.01. And NASDAQ up 29.9 points at 5,035.02. The IC world is a little some sign of surprises since NASA's historic in the counter. There's a lot more signs still to come. A slice of the map of the large-scale structure of the University of Sloan Digital Sky surveyed in its brand Oscillation Scopometric Survey. Like its distant relative, T-Rex and Nunavut 5 dinosaurs named Guachoshine spotted small arms hands with two clawed fingers. In 1690, English philosopher John Locke claimed that birds are partially not by birds, he meant that fellow animals by abstract. He meant pulling on general concepts from specific examples. Researchers modeling the rapid speed of Zika virus say that like a wildfire could spread in parts of the landscape. The epidemic likely caused a plague of the birth defects in Brazil and has already shown signs of slowing and is likely to larger burn itself. Shown out stability, Prince Harry took an HIV test at a London clinic Thursday morning and broadcast the event live on Facebook. Washington, the national spending will average more than 10,000 a person for this year for the first time. The Obama administration said Wednesday at Milestone they held somewhat faster growth in health spending after several years. Scientists may have found the perfect weapon in the fight to save the critically endangered black-footed ferret. The drones outfitted to shoot vaccines back peanut butter-flavored bait pellets. Okay, take a look at local news. In Mansfield, the town received $1.79 million bid for reconstructing on North Main Street as a part of a state-funded project as well below the amount allotted for the work under $2.37 Massports grant. IW Harding Construction of West Bridgewater submitted a bid, which town manager Bill Ross is about $250,000 less than originally anticipated. Town received a state grant last October, which also covers energy and other non-construction costs. 6 contractors submitted a proposal for the project. North Attleboro, alleged getaway driver in North Attleboro drive-by shooting has been arrested, and police say that they have recovered more than a dozen shotgun shells from his Norfolk home. Peter Chell News Time is now 3:07 on this Thursday afternoon, going into Thursday evening time now for a spot report. Drill in Scotland. When we last left Patrick Reid in late July 14 is making it friends with the locals when the Ryder Cup was at Glen Eagles 80 or motorway miles per minute as Patrick Reid was back to Scotland with an open round 66. Chris Froome can smile about how. Now, but at the time it was terrible. Montfrederick says in more ways than one. Played out to the share and the unbelievable over the years that the Tour de France, but decided the yellow jersey to divorce from his. The Buccaneers are taking a flight on the former #1 overall pick Anthony Bennett. The two sides reached an agreement on a 2-year contract to be worth the veterans minimum, sources confirmed Thursday. While preseason polls are relatively useless, at least the one in historical tinge to it as the Pac-12 kicked off the so far the radar is not even on the screen media days. The coverage announced that the media has tapped Stanford. Peter Chell News Time 3:08 on this. Thursday afternoon going into Thursday evening, and it is time now for a traffic and transit report. Starting off at the MBTA alerts, where the Green Line experienced moderate delays due to signal problem at a Copley station. SL4 experienced moderate delays due to disabled bus. SL1 experienced moderate delays due to traffic. And on the commuter rail, please board all inbound Worcester Line trains and outbound platforms at Fireman Wellesley Farm Station until 7:30 p.m. Please board outbound Worcester Line trains on the inbound platforms at Wellesley Farm Spot Fireman Station until 7:30 p.m. Haverhill train 216 1:53 p.m. inbound is operating 10-50 minutes beyond schedule between Bradford and North stations. And on the ferries, they are looking good. And now, looking at highways and byways. Where highways and byways in New York City are slow. 95 and northbound side is backed up from Greenwich all the way at the Bridgeport, Connecticut. 95 on the southbound side also to Stamford Stretch. 95 on both ends also on Route 91 in New Haven. 95 on the northbound side is backed up between Bridgeport and Milford. Merritt Parkway on the southbound side also with Greenwich Stretch. Merritt Parkway on the northbound side is backed up from Sanford all the way at the Bridgeport. I-84 on the eastbound side is backed up one of the Waterbury stretch. 91 on both ends also from Route 2 all the way at the I-84 in Hartford, Connecticut. 91 on the southbound side is backed up before I-84 in Hartford, Connecticut. 95 on the northbound side is backed up between Cranston and Providence. And all the way up to Pawtucket. 95 on the southbound side also on Route 146. 495 on the southbound side is backed up after Route 24 out in Raynham in the Middleborough stretch. Route 3 on the southbound side is backed up and split all the way at the Weymouth. Route 3 on the northbound side it is backed up from 228 Rockland all the way at Route Derby Street in Hingham. Route 3 on the southbound side is backed up between 139 and Marshfield and the Plymouth Plantation Highway. 128 on the northbound side is backed up from 95 where the Braintree split. 128 on the northbound side so from the split all the way up to Buckton. Surface Expressway on both ends so from the Pike all the way to the Braintree split. Mass Park on both ends so from Surface Expressway, Logan Airport, 93 on both ends so from Medford all the way to Zakin Bridge, and 93 northbound side is backed up from Medford all the way up in the Lawrence. 128 on the southbound side. It is backed up from Waltham all the way at the Needham. 128 on the northbound side, so Great Plain Needham all the way out to Route 20 in Waltham. 128 on the northbound side, so 95 in Peabody all the way out to 114. 128 on the southbound side, so Denver to Peabody. 495 on the northbound side, so Westfield all the way out to Tewksbury. And hit breaks again from 20 and all the way to 232 Lawrence. 495 on the southbound side, it is backed up from Tewksbury all the way out to Lowell. Mass Park eastbound side, Lowell to the Brentford and Charlton stretches. I-91 on the southbound side, so 291 to Route 57 in Springfield. 93 on the northbound side, Lowell before Route 101 in Manchester, Hampshire. 95 on the southbound side, Lowell around 101 in Hampton, Hampshire. Route 1 on the southbound side, Lowell around 295 in Brunswick, and I-87 on the southbound side, Lowell after the Canadian border up in Plattsburgh, New York, and I-89 on the southbound side. So after the Canadian border up in Plattsburgh, Vermont. Peter Channel News Time, 3:11 on this Thursday evening, and it's time now for a weather report. And take a look at radar, and it shows clusters of rain, showers, and storms off the Boston and vicinity, and Tetuan, Citrus, and Marshfield, and Cribbler, Durand off the Plymouth, and another batches of showers and a few rumbles of thunder from Plymouth, Dan, Wareham, and stretching on west of Falmouth, and patchy rain showers around Hyannis, lines of rain showers around Martha's Vineyard, and stretching around southwestern Martha's Vineyard. And this is lines of rain, showers, and storms west of Greenfield and at Amherst around Great Barrington. But to the west of us, this is a line of showers and thunderstorms stretching from east southeast of Montreal, stretching down in Burlington, Vermont, and stretching west of Sarah Springs and Albany, and stretching down Oneida, and stretching in the northwestern portions of New Jersey. Alright. 7-day forecast goes like this. For tonight, chance of showers thunderstorms between 7 p.m. and midnight. Then chance of showers and through midnight. There's a dense fog before 1 a.m. Then there is a dense fog after 2 a.m. Otherwise, both gusts go about 71 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 13 miles from gust inside 25 miles an hour. Chance pitch is 40%. New pistol amounts between the temp coordinate 6 miles possible thunderstorms. For Friday, slight chance of showers with thunderstorms. There is a fog before 7 a.m. was. Most gusts got gradually becoming intense sky about 94 degrees. Southwest about 6 to 10 miles an hour. Chance pitch is 20%. Friday night, most gusts got about 65 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 7 miles an hour. For Saturday, most gusts got about 89 degrees. Southwest about 6 to 9 miles an hour. For Saturday night, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 9 p.m. Most gusts got about 66 degrees. South about 5 miles coming northwest of the midnight. Chance of 20%. Sunday, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 a.m. Then slight chance of showers between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. Mostly sunny skies have about 85 degrees. Chance of 20%. Sunday night, Park got about 65 degrees. Monday, most sunny skies have about 87 degrees. Monday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms partly fog after 5 a.m. was. Most skies got about 68 degrees. Chance of 40%. Tuesday, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Most skies got have about 80 to about 64 degrees. Chance of 35%. Wednesday, mostly sunny, podcast about 81, about 62 degrees. And for Thursday, most skies got have about 85 degrees. Currently in non-air, it's overcast skies and it's 36 degrees, 24% Celsius, humidity of 88%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel. It's the 3 o'clock news, and it's July 14, 2016. I'm Peter Saber. Good evening and goodbye day to us. You at 11 o'clock for the late hour report. Have a good evening.